Last of the series in the faith of Moses from Hebrews chapter 11. Hebrews 11 verse 29. By faith they passed through the Red Sea as by dry land, or as by dry land, not in the original. The Egyptians attempting to do so were drowned. We're all, or most would be familiar with the story of the Red Sea. How did Moses cross the Red Sea? How did he get across? Did he swim? No, no. Did he fly? No, no. Did he walk? No, 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 no. Did he run? Did he run? No, no. How did he get across? God blew with his wind, puff, 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 puff. He blew just enough, enough. And through the sea, God made a path. That's how they got across. Great song. Psalm 105 speaks about the crossing of the Red Sea, reciting the time of the Israelites, and of course it's mentioned in the verses about the plagues. Verse 38, Psalm 105, Egypt was glad when he departed, for the fear of them had fallen upon them. Then when we come to Psalm 106, which is a recitation of Israel's history, and I give it thanks for their salvation. Psalm 106, verse 7, Our fathers in Egypt did not understand your wonders. They did not remember the multitude of your mercies, but rebelled by the sea, the Red Sea. Nevertheless, he saved them for his name's sake. He might make his mighty power known. He rebuked the Red Sea also and dried it up. So he led them through the depths. And of course, as we go through this last section of the Psalms, the crossing of the Red Sea occurs a number of times. But here we see in Hebrews chapter 11 that the crossing of the Red Sea was by faith. You remember that they had come away from Egypt, and they had God led them on this particular route. Then, of course, they became trapped between the Red Sea and the Egyptians. Pharaoh changed his mind, as he did, and pursued the Israelites. And so we read here in Exodus chapter 14, verse 5, when the king of Egypt was told that the people had fled, Pharaoh and his servants had a change of heart toward the people, and they said, What is this we have done? We have let the Israelites go from serving us. Of course, then, verse 8, the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and he chased after the sons of Israel as the sons of Israel were going out boldly. And no doubt the pursuit of them was easy for the Egyptians, horses and chariots, compared to almost 2 million people coming out with children would have been a lot quicker. Then, of course, the Israelites realized the Egyptians are coming after them. Verse 10, they complained to Moses. Moses then replies in verse 13, Do not fear, stand by and see the salvation of the Lord, which he will accomplish for you today. For the Egyptians whom you have seen today, you will never see them again forever. Notice this, that here's Moses' faith. God at this point hasn't told him what he's going to do, but he says, the Egyptians whom you have seen today, you will never see them again forever. And it seems that God had communicated to Moses, though it's not recorded here, exactly what he was going to do. Then the Lord, it's recorded in verse 15, then God speaks to Moses, Lift up your staff and stretch your hand over the sea and divide it, and the sons of Israel shall go through the midst of the sea on dry land. As for me, behold, I will harden the hearts of the Egyptians, so they will go in after them, and I will be honored through Pharaoh and all his army, through his chariots and his horsemen. Then, of course, the angel goes between them, Verse 21, then Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and the Lord swept the sea back by a strong east wind all night, and turned the sea into dry land, so the waters were divided. The sons of Israel went through the midst of the sea on dry land, and the waters were like a wall to them on the right hand and on the left. It's almost amazing to think. Then the Egyptians took up the pursuit, and all Pharaoh's horses and chariots and horsemen went in after them into the midst of the sea. Then, of course, they pursue them. God takes off the chariot wheels and slows down the Egyptians. Verse 26, the Lord said to Moses, stretch out your hand over the sea, so the waters may come back over the Egyptians, over their chariots and the horsemen. Moses does this. Verse 29, but the sons of Israel walked on dry land through the midst of the sea, and the waters were like a wall to them on the right hand and on the left. Thus the Lord saved Israel that day from the hand of the Egyptians, and Israel saw the Egyptians dead on the seashore. Remember what Moses had said in verse 13. Egyptians whom you have seen today, you will never see them again forever. When Israel saw the great power which the Lord had used against the Egyptians, the people feared the Lord, and they believed in the Lord and in his servant Moses. And so Hebrews chapter 11, verse 29 says this, by faith they passed through the Red Sea as by dry land, whereas the Egyptians attempting to do so were drowned. Thank you for listening.